Crewe, a place where engines would go to get fixed up and put back to work. Frankly, I never knew what to expect since my fatal accident that I was ever going to get fixed. Since I knew it wasn't my fault, I told my controller, "The signal was down, sir." He told me, "Don't worry, Henry. Ice and snow caused the accident. We're going to send you to Crewe, a fine place for sick engines like you. They'll fix you right up and put you back to work on my railway." "Thank you, sir," said I. On the way to Crewe, my driver and fireman told me stories about Crewe and what happens there. They reassured me I was going to be fine. Mind you, I felt fine, but I wasn't sure if they were right or not. "Are you sure I'm not going to be scrapped?" said I.
Of course not, Henry. Sir Tom Peck cares about you. It would never let that happen,
said my driver. As nervous as I was, there was no way to get out of it. I needed to be fixed, and there was no doubt about that. When we arrived, I saw this big place with huge workshops and machines working hard. I even saw a few of my type there with smiles on their faces. I figured everything was going to be alright, although I saw a Diesel there waiting to leave with parts in the freight cars behind its back. They were parts for a steam engine.
"Well, I better take these parts to the scrap yard,"
said the Diesel. Now I felt the want to leave and move as fast as I could to get back to my controller's railway, but I couldn't because I was the one who was broken and needed to be fixed. They put me in one of their workshops. A few men were there waiting for me. I began to smile. I was going to be alright. Till I saw a torch. One of the workmen says to me,
"Don't worry, Henry. We just need to take out some parts that aren't working for you."
I began to feel better, but still felt a sense of fear. As days went by, I was getting fixed, and as the workmen were doing their jobs, I would see a few of my type come and go, getting fixed and sent on their way back to work for whoever they worked for. The work they did for me took a long time, but I had to stay till they were finished. One night, the workmen left and accidentally left the doors open. I could see in the distance a Diesel waiting for something, but what? One of my type was also waiting, but in a siding. Suddenly, the Diesel backed into the engine, coupled into it, and took it away from Crewe. I was shocked. I had so many questions in my funnel. Where was the Diesel taking the engine? Was the engine not suited for work? Did they just give up and left it to rot? What was the meaning of this? After a few hours, the Diesel came back with an expression I could not make out. Happy? Sad? Annoyed? Who was I to know? Once the workmen were finished with their work, They told me I could go back to the railway I came from. I was filled with joy, but then the same diesel came up to me and told me something that would haunt me for a long time. The diesel said to me,
You're lucky your controller cares about you. This place is gonna give up fixing your type when we're well known. Just you wait. Just you wait.
He left without another word. As shocked as I was, he was right. My type would soon be obsolete, a second option for railway transport. I couldn't do anything about it. After the test runs and paces were done, I was cleared to leave. I felt relief coming out like steam spewing out of my funnel. I never wanted to go back there ever again. When I arrived on Sodor, there was a sudden feeling of happiness coming to me warmly. I was home.